Mount Allison University in Canada, every year there's a rank system going on for all universities, so you can see in McLean magazine what universities are listed first, ranked first. And this university, Mount Allison University, the small liberal arts university, situated 20 minutes away from Moncton in Sackville, they were listed number one. They had number one ranking in their category, most than any other school in Canada. So they have a very good reputation. Then you have St. Thomas University, Université de Moncton, which is the largest French university outside of Quebec, with campuses in Moncton, Edmundston, and Sheboygan. And also have two community colleges. One network is for English and one network is for French. They have more than 80 programs from, let's say, cooks to welders, carpenters, programming, all kind of data administration, all kind of them, and they have 11 campuses around the province. Besides those, we have professional private colleges where private companies have their own classes for, let's say, whatever, secretaries or lab technologists or all kind of courses, so we need to go and see what's available. Main industries and sectors, main industries, manufacturing, forestry, mining, agriculture, fisheries, sectors in demand. Do you see any connection between this and the people with hands up when I ask who is in IT? Was it? So now you see science behind you being here? Okay, it's not based on random selection or we look at the names and say, this is like a nice name. Or we look at your pictures like, oh, look, this George guy, oh, I should invite him, right? That's how it works. We are trying to provide people that come to New Brunswick with the best opportunities because for us, our success is your success. That's how it's measured. It's not measured by how many people we can let in every year. More we have, better bonuses we get from our employers. Well, that's not how it works. It works with over the years satisfaction to have people that come through the programs that we have, and you will see them now, and have them successfully integrated. We have people that went through the program and worked with us in our group. Others work for the government or for private companies, and it makes us feel good when we see that we did good to select the right people that are happy and they successfully integrated in New Brunswick. So this is why we signed an agreement in 1999 with the federal government for immigration. As you probably know, Canada is a federal country, therefore the jurisdiction is different than some other countries. Between our levels of government, we have a federal government. So in the federal government, you have parliament, and then you have a cabinet with ministers, prime minister, right? So ministers for Canada, people elected to represent us in the Canadian parliament. But also, for the province, we have the same thing. We have a premier that is the chief of the cabinet, and we have ministers, and we have a parliament for our province. And then on the city level, the same way, where for the city, we elect people to represent every neighborhood in the city council, right? And they manage the city, all the laws and all that. So now, to clarify a little bit how this works, for example, the army is managed by the federal government, right? Education is managed by the province. So every province has a different education system. So then you take every responsibility like this and you see who is responsible for what. In the immigration case, who has the final word for visas? Federal or provincial? Federal, right? So it's very important to understand they give visas, they have the final word. What is the province doing is able to select somebody and say, we put together a program, this is the criteria for our program, and based on the criteria for this program that we have put in place, we recommend George to come to Canada, right? So we send the file to the federal government, and the federal government now says, okay, I'm going to do some verifications on George. I'm going to do medical verification, I'm going to do security verification, and criminality verification. Once this is done, I'm going to give George the permanent residence done by the federal government, right? They are the ones that say so. Until this is finished, even if you have a nomination or an endorsement from New Brunswick, please don't sell your house, don't liquidate everything that you own and think, I'm done. Because your process is not completed until you do receive, we received a visa. So we have seen some very few cases, but there were, nevertheless, some cases that are kind of heartbreaking, where you have people that thought they're in, and then through the medical verification, they found some issues that were not known before, and that raised complications. So this program that we put in place, called the Provincial Nominee Program, allows us to select people to come to New Brunswick in a very fair and, let's say, organized fashion. It's, we manage this program, we administer this program. Since we started this program, we received more than 10,000 applications. We nominated more than 8,300 people. And every year, we have the quota from the federal government to nominate 625 people between the business and the skilled worker stream, 425 people for the express entry, and also we have a new program that we launched this year called Atlantic Immigration Pilot, and we have about 650 endorsements, different name, for that program. Criteria. Now, what I would like to point out here, I know you're not going to remember all those things, and you shouldn't, because what you should kind of take away from this session is this. Every program that you're going to be looking at has a different set of criteria that could be different. Do not assume that because you've seen that a program that you looked at has, for example, a language level of 4 would apply for another stream. Every stream is different. Language, education, work experience, they would vary from stream to stream. Okay? This is a stream that is for New Brunswick program, New Brunswick Provincial Nominee Program with employer support. So this means that you need a job offer from a New Brunswick employer. You must have an age minimum and maximum, language minimum, education minimum, and then job offer to come and work in New Brunswick. And as far as a knock, what is a, anybody here who does not know what a knock is? Knock. You don't know what a knock is? You don't know? National Occupation Classification, right? That in Canada, every job, every profession is listed there, and they provide the main duties. So you should always check to see that whatever you think in your profession, in your country, the title is the same from Canada. Because you may see sometimes there could be 2 or 3, and what you need to do is to pick up the one that fits the best. Because when we assess it, we'll look to see which one, if you have a job description, a letter of reference, whatever, and you put in a knock, we always take what's in your letter of reference, and we see that it has to match what is in the duty descriptions for that specific knock. Okay? So if you have 2 that you think you may fit in, you have to choose the one for which you have most matches between your letters of reference and what's listed in the knock. Okay? In all our programs, we have a commitment to work and live in New Brunswick. Don't ask the question, how much time do I have to stay in New Brunswick? That's a wrong question to ask. We expect people to come and give it a shot, try New Brunswick. We understand that once you arrive in Canada, you're a Canadian resident, you're going to become a Canadian citizen, right? So we hope that you will be growing with New Brunswick and you will enjoy the benefits of being part of the Canadian country and society, right? So if you come to New Brunswick in a few years, you're going to get a job as CEO of Air Canada, and they will force you, and they will come in and drag you from New Brunswick to take you to Toronto, for example. It's going to be okay. You're going to be the CEO of Air Canada, and the first decision you're going to make is to move a lot of business from other Canadian provinces to New Brunswick because you are confident that it's the best place in Canada. You also have a minimum score of 50 in our so that's also different. So every time you look for the program, please check the criteria. If you look at the next, for example, the express entry, entry stream, age is there, but the language is different. It's high, right? And we say CLB here. CLB score of 7, of course you should know by now. For the express entry, we are looking for every individual exam, not the average score, right? That's the way it should be. It's very clear. The minimum is high school, but I can tell you in the last couple of years since we started this program, I don't remember that anybody was able to make the points in the express entry just with high school. They needed at least a next level of education so they get the 19 points for education. That is too much to compensate if you don't have the education. You must have at least 1 year of full-time work experience. Now the knobs here is O, A, and B. In the slide before, for New Brunswick program was with employer support, we had C and D as well, right? You must have the proof of funds. The minimum amount for express entry starts with, I think, 13,000 for one person, 13,300, something like this. It's always changing, it's always adapting to the inflation. And for every additional member of the family, there's an extra amount for every member. You must have, again, commitment to live and work in New Brunswick. You must score 67 out of 100 in the point system. Now, if you don't have 67, you would not be eligible. So if you have, oh, I just have 66. Can I just go with 66? Come on, it's 66. No, you can't. Okay, that's how it works. Our program matches the federal skilled worker program. So being eligible with us, you will be eligible with them. Very important to mention, in order for us to complete your processing and to provide you with a nomination, everybody that is going to New Brunswick Express Entry must have a profile with the Express Entry federal government system. But you don't have to have this if you're coming through the New Brunswick Provincial Nominee Program or with a traffic immigration file. This is only for Express Entry stream, right? And by the time we complete your application, in order for us to provide the 600 points that will be given to you together with the nomination, we will need to have the 600, sorry, to give you the 600 points, we need to have your Express Entry system. I think somebody in the back wants to add something. No, you wanted to say something? Oh, no? You want me to come there? Okay, so Ashraf is telling me that, what time is it?
11:30.
7:30. Is there a pray time here? So, should we take a break at that time?
Yes, great. Yes.
So we'll take a break. So should we, yeah, so how much time do we need for a break?
Half an hour.
Half an hour?
40 minutes.
So we'll meet at 12:30? 1 hour?
Max. 15 minutes.
I have everything from 15 minutes to 1 hour.
Yes.
So 1 hour, start again at 1 o'clock, okay? So we'll see you here at 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock.